Right, we're all tentative. Everybody's okay here. We're gonna call our meeting to order. The pledge allegiance to the flag. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
So a couple parts of the flag there.
Okay, we have an update to the agenda.
Yep, we need to add the stump dump opening.
Brush dump.
Oh yeah, brush dump. Sorry, not stump dump, brush dump. Blame that on Teresa.
that-
She told me stump dump earlier.
We're never gonna not call it that.
Is that just for openings? The open
Yeah, it's
dates?
just we have to set the date, which I'm gonna say it's typically the first Saturday in May, so May 2nd. It's up to you
But-
guys. I mean,
Isn't that what we normally do? That's what
yeah, but we have to do it every year, and so everybody always calls in about it, about the first part of April and wanting to know when it's gonna open.
So can we fix that now and just keep it the same?
Just
Have
yeah,
we done
just
with
say
it?
yeah, you can
We
make a
got a
motion
people?
to. Yes,
And
yes.
do we have-
JP's gonna do it again.
JP, perfect. Same.
If you want to
Last
make a
year-
motion to, what was that? Go ahead.
And last year the hours were Saturday from 10 to 2.
Right.
Just so
And
you know
that's
that.
not good, that's unchanged?
Nope. Well, unless
I'll
you want to
make-
change it.
I'll make a motion to open the brush dump beginning the first Saturday in May, which is May 2nd, from 10 to 2 as staffing allows.
I'll
That
second
worked.
it.
I like that. I like that motion.
There you go. Motion's been made in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Right?
Aye, agreed. So be it. Stump dump. Any other thing to the update of agendas? That's it, Mike?
That's
Thank
all
you.
we got. We have enough other ones on there. Don't worry. We don't need any more.
I know. So this is the simple part, correct? Okay, public comment. Nothing here, nobody? Okay, we'll move on to the railroad depot roof repairs, Mike. Talk a
Yes.
little bit with me, so let everybody know what's going on.
Yes. So we have some leaks at the railroad depot. Considerable number of leaks at the depot. I already authorized the shingle part of the roof to be repaired because it was $4,500 for that part of the roof. But the railroad or the rubber membrane part of the roof, we have two options on that. It's either a patch job for $3,500 or we just replace it and replace all the shingles and fix it the right way for $9,000. I'm suggesting that we just do the $9,000 because he kind of explained to me how, the water's already been underneath this rubber membrane. So any patch is going to be very temporary. So we are going to be over budget on the maintenance of the depot building because we're going to blow right through that budget, but I don't think we really have an option and we'll find money someplace to pay for it.
No roof, no building.
Right, right.
Correct. Well, I'm sure that the tenants aren't gonna like it being dripped on, so that's something
Yeah,
we have to basically do that. I'm myself, discussion before we make the motion, yeah, I suggest that we do the full repair instead of the patchwork. So if everybody else has more to say about it, we can look for a motion to authorize the work for $9,000.
I'll make a motion that we authorize the work to the roof of the depot building for $9,000.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Please have it. So be it. Mike, you'll
There you
post
go.
that. You'll get all of our.
Yes, and
Contractors
actually
and-
he's starting on the roof this weekend for the first part of the project I approved the other day. That's why I went ahead and approved that one ahead of time because it's something that he needs to be in front of the doors for the bank and it's supposed to be a pretty weekend. He goes, I can do it over the weekend where nobody's gonna be around. It's not gonna impact anybody. So that's why I already approved that. This, I think, is a little bit more involved, so this will take a little bit more time.
Perfect. Anything more on that? We're all
Not
set?
on that one. Not on that one.
Okay, MERP updates.
So we're going to be discussing them later in the meeting, but we did receive 4 bids for our heating and air conditioning project. We received 1 bid for each of the hot water tank projects, and we received 2 bids for our painting project. So we will be able to award everything tonight and move forward with all of those good things. I did kind of want to explain how this is a little different. This is not a sealed bid kind of proposal. You know, this was a request for proposals. This was work that was identified by our energy audits for the 3 buildings, and all 4 candidates have different projects. You know, it's up to us to go through those and evaluate which one we think is the best fit for our buildings. It is not simply a price kind of bidding. Timeline is a huge part of it. This money is tied to the ARPA funds. So September 30th is our deadline. If we have not spent the money and not got the work finished and complete by September 30th, it goes away and we do not get it back. So that's why that is going to weigh very heavily into what I'm suggesting to you guys tonight for a decision. But part of it is just looking at each of the bids too. I mean, they all have different equipment, different ways of doing things. And so that's what we're going to discuss and decide which one we want to pursue. Painting was a little different. That one, it was the same. It was still an RFP. It was not a sealed bid kind of project. That is our money, but this is another one where Preservation Trust weighed in already as to which of the 2 bids we received for that they felt more comfortable working on the building. And I've got references, so we'll discuss those as well. And we've already ordered. So part of our MERP stuff is also to install interior storm windows at both the depot and the town hall, and those have been ordered. So Bruce and I will be installing those probably next month sometime. The only other part of the project I do not have bids back yet for, which I never really put out an RFP. I've talked to a couple of electricians about it, is upgrading the lighting at the library and a little bit of lighting over at the depot building on the 2nd floor. The rest of town hall has already been upgraded, so there's nothing to do there. And the final piece of that project is Bruce and I will be going through. They made a lot of recommendations for, you know, putting outplate cover insulators in the depot building. One of the big things that they had suggested over there was insulating the walls of the depot building. But they also gave a big caveat to that right now, all those bricks on that building stay warm all year long. And so when you go insulating those walls, those bricks are then going to be cold. And they said we needed to have all this additional testing done to see how porous they are, because that kind of, you know, they could start absorbing water and then they just crumble and fall off the building. And so to me, it just didn't seem like that was a wise move for us to do on a building of that age. And it was going to be very destructive in the bank area of the building. So I chose not to pursue that, and the MERP people were okay with that.
And it wouldn't have that much benefit anyway.
Yeah,
No,
we kind of
no, I mean,
we
it's-
talked about that part
We
last
did
meeting.
talk about it. Yes, we have talked about that and left it as such. Right.
Yeah. So that's where we are with MERP.
Okay. Thank you. We'll discuss it further, like you said, in executive. All right, move on to park project updates.
Yes, I met with the engineer last Thursday and I made a few minor changes to the plan. The plan was already approved by everybody in town. You know, the snowmobile club, the select board approved it. I made some minor changes and primarily removing some of the landscaping stuff that was included. Upon talking with Bruce and kind of looking at the plan that was out there and the planning commission as well, some of it was just going to get destroyed. It just didn't seem worth us putting it in for snowmobiles to drive over top of it and destroy it. So we changed a couple things. The planning commission had an idea that they had these bushes in front of the new patio that was going in front of the pavilion. And I think the idea behind the bushes was to keep snowmobiles off the cement. But what's going to keep the snowmobiles off the bushes was the big issue that came up. So they actually had an idea to switch that out for some wooden benches that would actually be in that same kind of area right in front of it that would completely block the snowmobiles from being able to run onto that cement. So that's what I proposed. The engineers agreed that that was a good idea for fixing that issue. And so they're updating the plans. They're going to update the pricing and get it back to me. Hopefully I'll have that by your next meeting, and then we'll go to bid on that, because that project has to get finished this summer. And so it's going to be something that's going to start right after 4th of July and be done by Labor Day.
And those benches are fixed, not something that people can pick up and walk away.
Yes, they will be mounted in the ground. They'll be cement, they'll have Joe brought that up at the planning commission meeting. You got to have it stacked down or it's going in the lake.
Yeah, it would. Wouldn't be the first one.
What, Mike, are they looking at like just wooden or like the stone benches like we had?
Actually, what planning commission had brought up, and actually Gina's the one who came up with the idea on the planning commission, and she had suggested like a teak wood kind of thing, which would kind of fit with the look of the the pavilion and everything they're doing. I kind of like that idea, and it would be way less expensive than like a granite bench.
Oh, absolutely.
And
We'd have to just, like
yeah.
you say, secure them somehow. Right. Okay.
Yes. And I did relocate the 2 benches they have on the walk path down by the beach. I just switched them to the other side of the walking path because they were going to be right in the way when we bring the big stage in. They were going to sit right in the middle of it. So I just shoved those over, and I took out the corner flower bed. There was one there by the Irving sign. There was this little planter bed there, but the water department is getting ready to dig that whole corner back up again later this year. So it seemed kind of dumb to put that in, to have them dig it up. And it's where the snowmobiles drive through anyway. So I know that it's a great idea. We'll make the snowmobiles go this direction. They won't. And why do we want to create something that people are just going to complain about? It just doesn't seem worth it to me. So that was the changes there. Everything else pretty much stayed the same.
Perfect. Okay, we all good with that, everybody? Any more comment on the park project update? Okay, if not, we'll move on to policies review.
So I sent you guys, or I got you guys printed out there. So there's a couple things. There's policies and there's ordinances, and I think we're kind of confused, the two of them, a little bit, but they do have a little bit of different approval methods. But policy, because the burn ordinance is the one that you guys are working on. It keeps getting called a burn policy, but it's actually a burn ordinance. And so that needs to get updated. I printed out the other 2 in there is the ATV ordinance. You guys should look it over. I don't know that we need to make any changes to it, but it probably hasn't been looked at in probably the last 4 years. So it might be worth taking a look at. Animal control ordinance is in there. It's the same. It was updated. Most of these were updated in 22. So you can kind of see if there's, anything you think that you want to change in those. The big policy one that I'm going to need you guys to work on, I highlighted some stuff in it, is the purchasing policy that was adopted by the town last year. It's got a lot of inconsistencies in it as to what has to go to bid, what has to be an RFP, what can be approved, who can approve it. It has different dollar amounts in every section of it. And it also has all the way throughout there that we must obtain 2 bids for everything. And that needs to say we will seek 2 bids for everything. Obtaining and seeking, well, we do 3 normally. They put 2 in this policy. I have no idea why. But they said obtain 2. Well, I don't like obtain, because you're never guaranteed in the Northeast Kingdom that you're going to obtain 2 of anything. So I would like to just change the language in that to make, and I think 3 is a better, we should seek 3.
Did you send us editable copies by email?
Yes, I can on the only one I have to search through NOAA stuff. I'll have to convert that particular policy I'm talking about. I only have a PDF version of it that was scanned to me. So I don't have the original Word document on that one because I didn't write that. I do have the Word documents for the other ordinances because I did the last updates on those. So, and you might want to talk to Bruce about the animal control ordinance to see if there's anything that he sees that needs to be changed. I know Maria and Ryan had some ideas at one point, but they never really, I don't think, brought them forward as to what they really wanted to see.
It's basically a dog control ordinance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to control the chickens that everybody's complaining about, unfortunately. We're not
Hey,
allowed
it's
to.
been what, 2 years since we had a pig incident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where we're on those personnel policy. So you guys made edits to that already, but I don't think it's wise for us to adopt it right now because we need to make a few more to go along with the union contract, which starts July 1. So what I'm going to suggest is that we just table that one until we get all the words from Sarah, which I talked to earlier today, and she's working on drafting the union contract. They're working on it. Because there's some changes that I think should be incorporated into the personnel policy, so there's not a conflict between the two. They're quite simple stuff, but I think we need to incorporate that at the same time.
Okay. Anything else on this?
I don't think so.
We're good there, Mike? Perfect.
We are.
I like it. Thanks. We'll wait to hear from Sarah and then we'll go from there then. I guess wait
On
for more
personnel,
info.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'll talk with you. I mean, I'll kind of email you guys back and forth on the purchasing policy because that one's kind of imperative that we get that fixed because as we continue to go to bids on stuff, the language that's in there is really wonky.
Okay. Perfect. And Teresa, you got me a couple of permits to sign. You said overweight permits.
There's two.
I'll make a motion to authorize Mike, the chairperson, to sign the overweight permits.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded. Signing of the overweight permits. All in favor?
Aye.
Pass.
Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Moving on now, we can all sign pay orders.
One there, one there.
Bill, you want to start on this one? Or do you
Yep.
want me to? Thank you.
He's gonna make these smaller.
What are you
That's
looking
really
for?
bad when I have to sign it.
Oh,
I always sign first and go.
So Joel, how many gallons you make, buddy?
Well, sugar makers are like fishermen, I caught a fish this big. Uh,
So you made 1,000 gallons.
yeah, right. We made it. I
Give or
could say
take.
that we made
He
100
bathes in it every day now.
we made 120, but maybe only 110 of that is suitable for anything. But
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
we did reasonably well. We're okay.
Good for you.
We met our average quota.
Good for you. Good. Like you say, now the work cleaning up.
Yeah.
A little bit of work.
I got to pull all the taps and all the trees. Gotta
Yeah.
scour down the evaporator. Clean out the ashes.
Good for you. Must be in pretty good shape right now then.
Who, me?
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, good for you. That's
I'm bone tired is what I am.
that's hard work. Used to do that with Blaine Perkins. We used to do it in buckets with horses.
Yeah.
That was the old days.
No, we do it. We have it easy. We do
Hard,
pipe
rip that
line.
one away from you.
Do your penny increase, so. I thought I put one in my pocket, and I didn't. I looked at it and walked out without it.
Well,
I think we have plenty of is pens.
They have scissors now too, because I complained so much. They bought like an 8-pack scissors because every time I went to my office, my scissors were missing.
We used them when we were cutting out fish. Got to put them back.
Oh, that's right. So let's blame the rec director for that. It's her fault.
Charge it to her.
Fish and whales.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I came with those scissors. The
Yeah, she
scissors
came
that
right
we
to
have
my office and plucked them out of my drawer. I know what she's like.
were all scissors that I came with.
Can't prove it now, it's too late.
Go back and watch the video.
Yeah, she had little kindergarten scissors.
Yeah, I had little kid scissors. And everybody's
did.
giving me crap about the little kid scissors.
Yes.
They asked if I didn't trust myself with real scissors, and the answer to that is no, I don't trust myself with real scissors. I actually had to go wipe because we wrote on permanent markers. So I had to go use a magic eraser and get all the permanent ink off of them.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I didn't bring this up. Maybe I don't know where it could have even brought up under this, but while I'm signing this, did we find out any more about our internet for the fire station? Were we able to connect over there?
Yes, we are going to be. I'm going to do it now. I'm up there week after next.
Perfect. So
I ordered all the crap yesterday. So yes, I'm
Awesome.
doing that, and the Welcome Center are both going to be connected to Town Hall.
That's going to save us a little bit.
Of course, the fire station is the most complicated thing in the world because where I'm going to be able to get the signal to the building is this end, but all the internet stuff is on the opposite end of the building. So I had to order a 250-foot cable to get around the building.
It'll pay for itself, won't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to send a ladder out there and stitch this stupid cable up along the whole outside of the building.
We got a
At
nice,
least it's not below freezing anymore.
we got a
so-
nice basket for that loader, you know, we can put you up
Yeah,
in
well,
that.
I'm gonna have them use that because we're actually gonna attach the antenna for that right to their tower they have there. We own that tower, so we might as well use it. It's a little tiny box that mounts to it, but it'll connect
Perfect.
right to it.
Okay, thank you then for that info. We got a copy of the minutes. Everybody's got one in front of you. Any, looking for?
I'll make a
approval?
motion to approve the meeting minutes from the meeting of April 1st.
I'll second it.
Made, seconded, all in favor?
I
Aye. All good? Anything else we need to discuss before we make a motion, go executive session? Anything good, Mike?
Yeah. And when we do that, we want it with staff. And then I'll put the other two people that are on the call, I'll just put them in a waiting room so that they
With staff.
we can let
on
them back
the
in
remote.
in between. So,
All right,
but-
so,
but we need Joel and Teresa need to be in on this too.
okay, perfect. So we're looking for a motion.
will make a motion that we enter into executive session with the members of the board and staff in order to discuss the RFPs received under the provision of Title I, Section 313 of the Vermont statutes, finding that premature public knowledge will be substantially disadvantaging for the town.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
so be
Okay.
it.
So hold on. Let's
I'll make a motion to exit executive session.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I,
Aye. Trish, you've got the time?
Mhm.
Thank you very much. I'll have to take care of that. Thank you very much. So now we'll move back into, where do we start with this, Mike? Going back,
So
looking,
we're going to do the first one is, I've actually, the way I have it written in your motions for you is
Oh, yeah, let me
we're gonna
just-
do the MERP HVAC contractor selections first for the 3 different buildings.
and each one has to be a separate motion.
I thought, I was trying to figure out because they
Yeah,
were
I got it.
separate RFPs, so I think we should just do separate motions. To me, it seemed like it was cleaner to do it that way.
all right, so the first one, and we're looking for a motion to accept the contractor's selection for the heating of the town hall. Looking for a motion?
I'll make a motion to award the MERP HVAC contract for the town hall to Premier Heating and AC in the proposed amount of $250,796.
Second,
I'll second it.
motion been made and second, all in favor?
I,
Aye. Move down to the contract for the depot building, looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to award the MERP HVAC contract for the depot building to Premier Heating and AC for the proposed amount of $92,439.50.
Seconded,
Second.
motion been made and seconded, carried. Third motion, please, for the contract for the town garage.
I'll make a motion to award the MERP HVAC contract to the town for the town garage to Premier Heating and Air Conditioning for the proposed amount of $36,405.66.
I'll
Seconded,
second.
moved, seconded, motion's been made,
Aye.
seconded, so be it. All in favor, aye?
I,
Aye.
Aye. And then next
Now we're gonna do
is
the hot water heaters.
Water
just
heater.
the hot water heaters, and that's just the one, correct?
No, want me to keep going? There's 2 of them.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
please keep going, Heather. You're doing a, you're doing
I'll make a
fine
motion
job.
to award the MERP water heater contract for the town garage to Tardif Heating and Mechanical for the proposed amount of $5,459.82.
Second.
All in favor?
The price is
Aye.
right.
Aye.
Motion been made, passed, so be it.
I'll-
The contract for the depot building, a motion, please.
I will make a motion to award the MERP water heater contract for the depot building to Tardif Heating and Mechanical for the proposed amount of $4,259.82.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, one more.
One more, town hall painting.
I told you you had a lot of work to do
Alright,
tonight,
I'll make
Mike.
a motion to award the town hall painting contract to GS Bostic Painting LLC in the proposed amount of $49,300.
Second.
Seconded, motion's been made, passed, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed it is. What else, Mike?
Well,
Hold on.
first, I would like to, I'm going to send each of the other contractors that were not awarded tonight. I will send them all notes in the morning, but I would like to thank everybody for responding to our RFPs. And, this was quite a event to get through to go review all these because they're not all the same. So, we're just going to say thank you. So then you can move on in your
Wait for
agenda.
the next one?
Okay, we're looking at what, other business?
No, another
No.
executive session.
Oh, we gotta go back in.
We got
for
lots of
personnel.
executive sessions tonight,
You
Mike.
ready?
got
You ready
work.
for this?
Okay, hold on, let's, all right, executive session, we gotta go in and out again. All right, need a motion.
I will make a motion that we enter into executive session in order to discuss the banking proposals received by the town under the town with the members of the select board and staff under the provision of Title I, Section 313 of the Vermont statutes, finding that premature public knowledge would be substantially disadvantaging the town.
I'll second it.
Been made and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I
Okay,
will make a motion to exit executive session.
I'll second it.
been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, to exit executive session.
So I'll do a quick little explanation of what we were talking about. Teresa and I have met with 3 different banks and got proposals to consolidate the town's accounts. Right now, the town has probably 35 different banking savings accounts, and our auditing firm has not thrilled with that setup. And basically, the town is leaving a lot of money on the table because we're not earning any interest on what we have in all of these accounts. So we requested proposals from Bar Harbor Savings, Passumpsic Savings Bank, or Passumpsic Bank, sorry, they're not Savings Bank anymore, and Community National. And Community National actually provided us with the best offer for a total package. So that is who Teresa, as the town treasurer, it is her call to make this. It is not a select board decision. It is the town treasurer that makes that decision. And that's who we have, that she's decided we're going to go with. So I will be sending thank you notes to the other 2 banks, and then we will be closing all of our additional accounts in any other financial institutions we have to consolidate those accounts at community going forward. So that's where we are with that. That being said, then I'm the next thing you guys have on your agenda. Oh yeah. Well, you can call the agenda, and then I'll talk about it.
So from here, we go to making a motion for the credit card account authorization, correct?
Right. We're going to open a new credit card in the town's name for all of the purchasing agents in town. So we're not using our personal cards to do town business.
Right.
So I'll make a motion.
Bill, you want to read this?
Gotta read it.
Right here.
Do I have to read it?
Got it.
Right there.
Yeah, it has to be those words because that's what it needs to be for the bank.
I make a motion to authorize the town clerk and treasurer to open the town credit card, the amount of the community bank with a limit of $20,000. The following individuals will be authorized users on the account and will have access to the full credit line. Town clerk and treasurer, Teresa de Bonville, town manager, Michael Strait, and the following users will be authorized users on the account with a $5,000 limit. The librarian, Michelle Wilcox, road foreman, Nick Bingham, and recreational director, Heather McElroy.
Okay, I'm looking for a second.
You have to second that.
Heather, you don't need to say anything about that. Then I'll second the motion myself. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm going to recuse myself.
She can't
Yep,
vote because
we
she's
know that. We just got to go through the motion. Motion was made and seconded for the account authorization to be held. Anything else? Any other business?
Oh, we're not done yet.
We're not done
We
yet.
got another executive
Come
session.
on, was I missing some
Wait,
paperwork?
I got this one. We got personnel. You have your agenda?
Yeah.
No. We're here.
Yeah, I am.
We're
Well,
on this one.
We're out of
We're on,
executive session.
no, we're on a new executive session.
We got to go back into that one
They
again.
always have to be separate, Mike. You can't
What
you can't do
the-
multiple.
I thought that was the.
Oh, Mike, you're in trouble.
Here, I'll make a motion that we enter into executive session in order to discuss personnel matters with the town manager, and I believe you need Teresa here for this one.
Yeah, we need Teresa for this one too.
Yeah.
Town manager and our town clerk to discuss personnel matters under the provision of Title I, Section 313 of the Vermont statutes, finding that premature public knowledge would substantially disadvantage the town.
I'll second it.
Motion been made second. Here we go. We're going to executive
Go in
session.
the lobby.
All
Are
in
you
favor?
saying goodbye, Joel?
I'm saying good night. It was lovely to see you all. I hope you all do have a pleasant evening. I'm
Good
out
night,
of here.
Joel.
Good night.
Bye.
Good to have you back. Good seeing you.
All
Good luck.
right, you too, guys. Bye.
Recording.
Yep.
I make a motion to exit executive session.
I'll second it.
action was
No
taken.
decisions were made. No action was taken.
All in favor?
Aye.
I
So be it. Any other business we've already done, I hope.
I don't have any other business.
Anything else? Anybody add? We're all good? Need a motion to adjourn, please.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll make.
Motion been made, seconded by Bill. All right, all in favor?
Do
Let's get this place shut down.
you want to shut that?